There are 3 stages to business. Today I'm going to talk about all 3 of them and when you should move from one to the next. Hey, my name's Eker, and today's video is all about the stages of business. And the commonality that I'm seeing with my students when I first start working with them about the misconception of when to move to the next stage. So let's talk about the stages of business first. There is the startup stage, there is the building stage, and then there's the growing stage. So startup stage is really where we are really proving our idea. We're really proving our audience. We're proving our niche. We're proving what we're doing has a real solution to a problem that we're solving. And that's the startup stage. We're really trying to get the data. We're trying to get the insights. We're trying to understand, is this the right thing for us to move forward in? And that can be in multiple different ways. One way is for us personally. Does this fit with what we want to do, with what we value, with where we want to go in our life? You know, there's nothing worse than starting a business that you just don't want to be in. There's nothing worse than starting a business based off of maybe a trend that you just really don't care about. Business is hard enough. It's, you know, at the beginning at least, all your energy, all your effort has to go into starting up that business. So if you're not completely gung-ho about what you're doing, well, guess what? Your results aren't going to be very great as well. So starting is more about the data, get the ideation, trying things on. Like, you know, when you go to a store to try on some clothes, well, you don't just buy everything and then just keep it, right? You go into the dressing room and you try things on, and the things that you like, hey, you keep, and the things that you don't like, you give back. Well, similar to business, you know, when you're first starting out a business, you need to try a few different things on. You need to try and get your experience with what feels good for you personally. Now, on the market side, you also need to figure out what's in demand. Is there a market for this? And are people paying for this right now? Getting that ideation of the demand of the market so that when you go into it, there's gonna be customers for you to provide a solution for and solve their problems. Well, now you can go from startup stage to building stage. That's number 2, building stage. So building stage is simply very similar to just building, right? You build it. You build the foundation of your business. This is not the same thing nor the same strategies as growing your business. It's really, really important that you understand this. Most people think that they need to go into business and they skip the building stage. They go right into the growing stage or the perceived growing stage, and they do strategies and tactics for growing the business when they haven't even built it. So building the business is all about systemizing it and getting some consistent results. We don't need to, build it huge. We just need to build it on a foundational level so that we can grow it. So when we build it, our goal is simply to get consistent results, to get our lead flow going in, to get our sales converting, to get us some consistent income so that we are ready to grow it. So if you don't have that consistent income, if you don't have that source, the one source of leads, if you don't have a consistent sales system, if you don't have one offer that converts really well, then you shouldn't be growing your business yet. You should be building your business still, because you need one consistent system for you to rely on so that you can grow. And that's the final stage, is growing your business. You grow your business on top of what you built. Growing is like amplifying. It's getting bigger. It's scaling out, right? So we would never want to grow before anything's built, because it's going to crumble. So it's really important for us to think about our business when we're ready to grow it, at least, is we are adding on top of it new layers, new levels, new structures to the system we've already built. And that's where we start to leverage. That's where we start to build a team, which is really important, why we need that consistent income and reliable income coming in so that we can feel good about the investments we're making, whether that's into paid media, we feel good about that, or whether that's into a team and we feel good about that. So growing your business happens after you build your business, not before. And growing is simply just adding layers and adding structures to what you're doing. And one of the things that's really important that you don't do is you don't go and try a bunch of new things to grow your business. The first stage to grow your business, in my own opinion, is to maximize whatever you're doing. So however you've built your business, maximize it. Meaning, add more to it. Do as much as you possibly can in what you're doing on the building side, whether that's lead flow or sales or something, whatever you're doing. Maximize that before you go and start some new stuff. And it's really important that you do that because you have so much potential of what you've already built. So, you don't want to just go and start building something new or growing to a new strategy where you have to learn all the different stuff. You want to go off of what you've already done. You want to keep that momentum going. So you maximize first and then you do more, right? So you first maximize, systemize, and then grow it, right? And so those are the 3 stages. The most important thing is you don't skip the stages, right? Well, our biggest challenge when we were starting out is we kind of skipped the building stage. We went right into the growing stage. And then so, a couple of times in the lifetime of this business so far, since 2012, there's been times where our business has taken a hit. And that's because we didn't have that building stage. So it's been a constant building, trying to build and then grow and then something happening, right? And so if I was gonna start all over again, I would really make sure that I would go really hard into building first, have that foundation, have that baseline for our company to really build on, and then everything goes on top of that. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments what you got from this video and tell me, what stage of your business are you in? Are you in the startup stage? Are you in the building stage? Or are you in the growing stage? Let's get this conversation going. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great rest of your day and I will see you soon. Bye for now.